What's up, YouTube? It's little Ferguson here. Hope you're having a great day. Today I'm here with Mr. Ferguson and reviewing the grass. It looks really good. Look, see it? Well, I hope you're having a great day and thank you for stopping by. Well, let's get into it. Woo!
What's up, YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. Today, guys, we want to do some spraying. And what I'm referring to is we've got a lot of little weeds all over the yard. So I want to go ahead and tackle that today, as well as, if you remember, we did a shed video. I believe it was the second to last one that came out, if I'm thinking right ahead of time in the future. But we want to go ahead and put termicide in our 2-gallon sprayer. We want to treat the wood over here to make sure that we get rid of any of the termites. If you recall, just to summarize in case you didn't see that video, we're taking apart some of the corner boards, some of the trim. We're going to repaint, we're going to put up some rot-free material, replace some of the basically the plywood on the shed, with my dad leading the way. So one of the things we held off, we took off some of the wood. As I turn around, you can kind of see it behind me, but we took off some of the trim and we raised the building up. But now we're going to treat some of the termites because they had gotten under the right side of the trim board and started eating away at the wood. So we want to treat it. We got some stuff off doyourown.com. It's supposed to handle the termites, ants, many insects. So we're going to apply that as well. So killing weeds, killing bugs is what we're in for today. So we're going to go over here to the porch, show you what I'm going to be using, what rate I'm going to be using, and we'll do some spraying. So as I mentioned in a previous video guys, before we actually go into the mixing and stuff, which I'm in the process of doing, just as an example, these are the type of weeds I'm seeing in my yard, which is just a broadleaf weed of some sort that is just a nuisance, and looks like clover-ish type weeds, but really where I'm seeing it the most is in some of the new growth. As you see, it's just little broadleaf weeds like this. So we're going to be using triplet today. I've decided with the temperature, it's a little warm. We're still in the 70s, mid 70s and things of that nature. So I just wanted to show you some of the weeds I'm seeing sporadically around my yard here. And as you can see, this is just kind of sporadic all over. So what I've decided, I was just going to do spot spraying, but since I'm seeing it kind of all over in some of these areas, I've decided just to go ahead and spray everything. Let's just coat everything, use a surfactant, and let's get it all laid down and kill these weeds. So let's go over here and mix it up, and let's get to killing. So as mentioned before, as you can see behind me, let me fix it. There we go. We got our triplet over here. We got our surfactant. We got our pump sprayer. So with triplet, just like Speed Zone, because I just got finished reading both of the labels, you want to use 1.1 to 1.5 ounces per gallon mix. So for me, around 2.2, I estimate I put about 2.5 into my mixer, and that's what I'll be mixing up. So I'm using 2.5 ounces total per can of my 2-gallon sprayer to blanket the yard with. We're adding in, it says 1 to 2 teaspoons of surfactant per gallon. So roughly, guys, I don't even use a teaspoon. I just pour in, guesstimation of 1 to 2 teaspoons of surfactant. I want it to stick to the plant and I want it to be effective quickly. Now, this would be an instance where I would use the natural adjuvant, but I just feel like I'm wasting it using it with herbicide. The weeds are not so bad that I feel like I really need to use that to get it into the plant that quick and have them die. I just doing this as a luxury. I notice them and I'm going to kill them. So in this case, I'm going to save the natural adjuvant for something like RGS or fungicide or something of that nature. But you can use that if you have it. It should affect the plant quickly. You can use lower amounts of herbicide, but we're just gonna knock these things out quickly. So I'm gonna start mixing and we're gonna kill some weeds. So enough talk about it, let's do some killing. All right, guys, so we got our, as I just mentioned, we got our triplet down. We got our surfactant in it, so it should stick to the plant, absorb it, and we'll come back in a day or so, and I will go ahead and film an update video to what this product's doing before we release this video. So I'll try to do 24 hours and mark that. And while we wait on that, let's go ahead and go down to the shed. Let's do our termicide, is what I'm calling it. And let's put that on the shed and get that done as well. Well, my plans did not work out how I wanted to, guys. So my intentions was the following day after we sprayed the yard with that triplet, I was gonna go ahead, we had just received the termite treatment, we were gonna go down and handle the shed. Well, if you hear that, that is nice rain coming down, and I have yet to be able to spray it. So it's 2 days after spraying. I'm unable to go out and give you the 48 hours of what the weeds are looking like. So we're gonna show you the 24 hours. We did capture that footage, so that'll be coming up here in a second. But I wanna let you know we're gonna hold off. We didn't have a chance because of this rain. I don't have a chance to be able to do the shed yet, so we'll make that in another video. I'll keep you updated. So guys, it's been 24 hours since we sprayed our triplet with our surfactant. We used the label rate. I actually went out at lunchtime today, I was walking, and I'm anxious to see if anything's changed since then. We're gonna go over here to the side of the house by the water hose. There was a big group of weeds right there that we sprayed real well, label rate. So we're gonna go check that and give you the 24-hour turnaround of what triplet did to the weeds. So let's go look at it. All right, so let's get in here and look. And as you can see, I'm not seeing a whole, there's a little bit of damage there. It looks like this guy back here against the brick aided a little bit. We got a little bit of withering. It's withering away a little bit. So after 24 hours, this is what we're seeing. I'm still looking at healthy weeds. Over here in this ugly area, as you can see, I'm not seeing a whole lot of withering away, and these are not big, mature, deeply rooted weeds here. These, I would think, triplet would just completely knock it out. But what I'm seeing, I'm not very impressed with after 24 hours. So literally 24 hours, and I'm still looking at pretty healthy weeds. Now, they look like they got socked in the face, like they got punched, but I'm not seeing really death coming upon them in a major way. So we'll check again tomorrow. In my opinion, I think, to be honest, in my opinion, I think Speed Zone would have really hurt these really bad. Quickly, just before we come out here, let's come out here in the yard. Let's get some yard ones. So here, same thing. It looks like, you know, they're looking down a little bit like they ate something that's disgusting, but these guys over here are a little shriveled up back there, but still the same thing pretty much that we got on the wall, so we'll be keeping an eye on it. I don't know if triplet, remember, triplet is more for the warmer months, where Speed Zone is more for the cooler months. Being that we're having nights in the lower 50s, days in the 70s, I went with triplet. I have more of that product and wanted to use triplet, but it looks like maybe I should have went with Speed Zone. So keep that in mind. If you are about to spray weeds, Speed Zone may be the way to go. We'll see tomorrow what this looks like, and if not, we're gonna bust out the Speed Zone and knock these bad boys out. Also, guys, while we're down here, it's been several days. We had the big rain come through and everything, but remember, we worked, we reseeded, we peat mossed this area here. I just wanted to give you a quick update. Leaves are consistently falling over in this area. Remember, this area gets a lot of shade, and remember the shed, we're continuing to work on it, and we raised it up. But as you can see, we got a whole lot of growth here in the areas where there was a washout. We replanted seed, and pretty much everywhere we planted seed, I'm seeing baby grass come up. So it's thickening up, as you can tell, hopefully on camera. I don't want to make this video super long, but I do want to upgrade you. In these areas where we had washout right here, we've got seed. Now, some of these areas already had growth, but in some of these areas, like right here, we got baby seed coming up where we planted the GCI seed. So just wanted to give you that quick update. Even though we did trample it on the shed video, working on this thing, and we're going to be, you know, working on this thing even more. It's given this thing time to grow. So again, and also with prodiamine, we're talking about throwing down prodiamine as soon as we can. We want this all to germinate and grow and mature just as quickly as possible, because obviously it's cooling down and POA is in a hurry to get up and start sprouting up all over the yard. So yard is looking good down here, but I just wanted to give you that update. Things are looking good in the washout areas. Well, once again, guys, I so much appreciate you all stopping by for yet another video. They said rain today, and they weren't lying. We've got a cold front coming through, so cooler temperatures coming in. So in regards to the triplet that we actually put down, we may have to do some speed zone in order to be effective on these weeds. So I will update you, keep you updated on that. So now's the time. You know, we've got our germination, our grass is growing, it's maturing, and we want to get rid of some of the weeds. We want it to look just as nice as we can make it look before Halloween, where we've got our neighbors walking around, kids walking around. We want this rain to go away. So I've had enough of it for once. We need a break. We need some more sun. So hopefully the sun will come out this afternoon and it won't be a complete washout. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for all those that are hitting subscribe down there. Thank you so much for your time and your support. We appreciate it. We'll continue to pump out these videos as much as we can. The lawn is looking great here, guys. Thank you for the encouragement and the kind words. Hope your lawn is doing well. We'll see you on the next video.